far west end of the Antelope Valley here, west of Lancaster, in a very rural area of LA County, and it's the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, the Lancaster station, that's pursuing this dark-colored sedan here. As you said, Bob, Marla, an assault with a deadly weapon suspect. There's 2 LA County Sheriff's helicopters circling overhead as well. They have already deployed a spike strip once. We'll see if they attempt a pit maneuver. This is a wide open area, so they have no concern about any other traffic, foot traffic, or vehicular traffic in this desert community here. He is heading eastbound back towards the community of Lancaster. This is on the far western fringe of the city limits. His car has been disabled. They have deployed at least 1 spike strip, and we're wrapping back around to track this pursuit in an easterly direction. And again, it's the LA County Sheriff's Department that is in pursuit. You could see a number of units. We count about 8 units tracking him on the ground. 2 helicopters, 2 LA County Sheriff's helicopters on scene. They are holding traffic at the intersections here as he crosses over the streets here in Lancaster. Are numbered streets and lettered streets. The numbered streets run north-south. The lettered streets, if you're familiar with Lancaster and Palmdale, run east-west. Car is slowing down here, and again, this stretch of roadway is wide open. We'll widen out just a little bit, and I'll show you. There isn't any homes in this area or an industrial area at all, so this would be a good area that they could deploy another spike strip or perhaps attempt a pit maneuver to spin him out, disable him. An assault with a deadly weapon suspect, and again, we believe it's just the driver inside that car. But once again, tinted windows there, so that has not been confirmed. SUV. Go ahead. There's 2 different pursuits. I was told all right, we have both. Okay, let's hold on. You guys, let's widen out a little bit. Here, I want to show you. We have both pursuits in frame now. Let's pan the camera to the right. If we pan it to the right, if we pan the camera right down the road, you'll see the second pursuit, both on the same stretch of highway here. There's number 1. There's the SUV. There's the Ford Explorer that went off-road for a time. The wheels likely have been disabled somewhat because of the spike strip. But on the same highway here, as we come back, we have another vehicle, that dark-colored sedan, that's being pursued as well. So both are on the same stretch of roadway here. A very unique and somewhat confusing situation. We're trying to make sense of why that second vehicle is being pursued here. There are 2, again, being pursued by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Here's the lead pursuit heading eastbound back towards the community of Lancaster. There's another spike strip, and I think that one was successful for sure. This area is ideal. Yeah, absolutely. Never, absolutely not. I've never seen 2 simultaneous pursuits on the same highway, literally only about a quarter mile to a half a mile apart. The lead pursuit there, if you will, as it travels back eastbound towards Lancaster, was the SUV. Here's the other car. Whether or not we're really uncertain as to what this is all about. We're trying to make sense of it. He may be trying the pit maneuver. Here comes the pit maneuver, guys, possibly. Here he goes. This is as the CHP unit starts to make his way on either side of the vehicle, and there it looks like some tire treads are coming up. There's the LA County Sheriff's helicopter again, two of them in tow here above this what appears to be a double pursuit. Again, that's what it looks like from our vantage point. Could that sedan, that tinted window sedan, be some sort of undercover vehicle? It doesn't look that way, just based upon how these units are separated. And that's a California Highway Patrol vehicle there. So they're involved in this pursuit, as well as the LA County Sheriff's Department. Let's see if they try the pit here, because, again, these wheels have been disabled by a couple of different spike strips here. So, and at least one of those wheels really starting to throw off some tread now. So we'll see. You could see some debris there come off the back end of that Ford Explorer. Hard to make out, but I'm not sure if there's somebody possibly inside the vehicle, a passenger in addition to the driver at this time, but more and more debris coming off the tires. I think that second spike strip was successful as well. There was at least one other that was successful, and this unit, or actually this Bronco, Ford Explorer, I should say, did go off-road for a time as well. No question. Any pursuit like this, as we've seen so many from up here in Skyfox and covered so many, you just don't know what you're dealing with in terms of the suspect. Okay, so now we're hearing that this is only one pursuit, although we are still seeing, I'm looking out the window, and I'm not going to pull the camera off of this end of the pursuit, because I don't want to lose perhaps the termination of this pursuit. We're hearing that this may only be one pursuit, but from what I'm seeing above, there are about a separation of about a half a mile between that other dark-colored sedan, and behind it, it's being trailed by at least 5 or 6 units. Perhaps the driver of that vehicle has some connection but is not being pursued by this suspect. That's unclear at this time, but a very unique situation, a very unique picture that we're seeing from up here. But this definitely is a suspect, an armed with assault with a deadly weapon suspect here. And what that weapon is, we don't know at this time. A disabled vehicle. These tires have been damaged by a couple of spike strips and some off-roading as well through this very rural area of the northwest corner of Los Angeles County, and it is the LA County Sheriff's Department that has jurisdiction over this area. That's why they are the primary agency on this. So we'll see if, as this unit gets closer, and that's a CHP unit that is helping out as well, if they attempt a pit maneuver. Again, there is no traffic on this stretch of highway at all. Eventually, we will be connecting with the 14, and he could choose to get on the 14, either north or southbound. If he heads northbound, he's going to head up towards Mojave. If he heads south, he's going to head into the heart of Lancaster, down towards Palmdale, and then he would have the option, if he can, with his tires being so disabled, to get on the 14 freeway southbound through the Soledad Canyon area, which would take him into the Santa Clarita Valley. Again, what you're seeing here is a SUV being pursued first by the LA County Sheriff's Department. The CHP, the California Highway Patrol, is involved now in an easterly direction towards the 14, still sort of on the fringes of Lancaster here. This car has gone off-road. This pursuit started at about 11 a.m. Again, it's an assault with a deadly weapon suspect inside. I'm looking back towards what we saw, that second pursuit, and I'm seeing a same situation where that sedan is being trailed by multiple units. But we're hearing from our assignment desk just one suspect. Yeah, that's right. It appears that it's an unmarked police car. That's what we're hearing now. So here. And I don't think they're going to let him get to the 14. I don't think they want to take this down to the 14 for obvious reasons, because then they lose those options that they have. It becomes much more dangerous to pit the vehicle because of the traffic, to deploy the spike strip, to deal with the other vehicles. And this is a heavily commuted stretch of the 14, which runs north-south through Lancaster and Palmdale. He's still perhaps about a mile away from the 14, so they have some time here. Perhaps there's some officers up ahead here that may try to lay down step forward. Let's see if he tries the pit maneuver now. Getting up on the left side of the and we'll see if he tries to spin him out. No, not yet. He's continuing in an eastbound direction towards the 14. There are ramps to both the north and southbound side of Highway 14 here on the northern, northwestern fringes of Lancaster. Here he goes. He's got that bumper. Here he goes. I think he's going to do it right here, guys. I think he's going to try. Yep, here he goes. Spinning him out right there. Done. And we'll see what he does. Very dangerous situation. He's going to get out and he's going to flee in a white T-shirt. He's not raising his arms. He's walking across the highway. His car's been disabled. He's not doing what officers are telling him to do. Raising his hands. Looks very agitated. There's no other vehicular traffic here. There's no semblance of any type of development in terms of homes or residential areas. There is essentially nothing he can do at this point. If he has a weapon or not. You could see the LA County Sheriff's Deputy. He looks frustrated. You could see the helicopter circling overhead as well. Let's see what he does. He's just walking away from officers. He hasn't been gesturing. And he's starting to run now, so he doesn't want to get apprehended. Absolutely not. There's a helicopter above. Looks like there's a little wired fence. Let's see what happens here. But if he gestures in any way, he's not doing what he's told right now. Again, I have to reiterate that when we see this. He's going to try to evade police, and he has a little bit there. Oh, he's going to be tackled from behind, and he's down. It looks like they tased him. There's 3 officers around there, and he's still struggling. He is resisting big time there. There's the sheriff's deputies. What a wild end to a pursuit. And our apologies being that what it seemed like from our vantage point that there may have been simultaneous pursuits, but we got confirmation what we saw was an unmarked police car. And they're still trying to, it looks like a female officer involved in this as well, still trying to detain this assault with a deadly weapon suspect. Did not give up even when he was pitted. He spun out. He was gesturing at officers, not doing what he was told, and now they're just trying to restrain him, cuff him, and he'll be off to jail. We are not hearing of any injuries as a result of the pursuit, and we're still trying to get information on exactly what happened with that assault with a deadly weapon charge. No question. And he had a baggy white T-shirt. He had a baggy white T-shirt, sort of baggy jeans there. Whether or not he had some sort of weapon in his pocket, in his waistband, they just don't know. And we don't know what they were dealing with in terms of the suspect either. We do know from our picture, though, that he is still trying to be. He's still essentially trying to get away and wiggling underneath those officers. There's several officers, one laid out there, that are trying to keep him in control, moving his legs around. A big guy, a strong guy, it looks like. And that was a brazen move, a brave move, but that's what these officers are trained to do in that tackle down procedure. There's the officer on the right that was the one who tackled him and brought him down. So No, he's in custody. He's cuffed, and now they're checking his waistband. You can see the one officer there checking his waistband, his pockets, to make sure he does not have a weapon on him at this time. Once again, he chose not to give up even when he was pitted, and he continued on his way, and it led to this. So, successful end to this pursuit. No, And as I had mentioned, you're absolutely right, Marla. They had to bring this to an end before it got to the 14. There's the 14 right there, and then you would have had the chance to go north or south. So the successful pit maneuver by the California Highway Patrol, a tackle, a bring down by the LA County Sheriff's Department, and this guy, this assault with a deadly weapon suspect, is off to jail. Okay. I was told when I said, is this it? Is this it? And the web team says, yes, that's it, go. So my apologies. Yeah, there it is right there, yeah. Let's see who... Yep, there he is. It sure looked like it. And then, oh, that's it. Let's start going south. All right, let's go. Vince, look at the sign right here to the off-ramp. We got to get the street right, yeah. Avenue D, just west of the 14. What? It's Avenue D. Just west. Just like a block away. This, by the time you get a crew out here, there's no way there's going to be out here. Yeah, it was. I kept saying, I said, I need help. Is this it? I need help. No.